Hello there YouTube, Troz here, and today I'm going to show off my version of a automatic chicken farm that cooks the chickens automatically. And this is basically my design. It's based on a design by Exuma, who's actually based his design on Woltech MC's design, but both of those were designed for 1.5 beta and actually have a few issues with the full 1.5 update. So this is my version that fixes those. There's a bunch of chickens at the top who lay eggs that fill up the dispenser on the side. That dispenser filling up acts as a timer, and once it completely fills up, which should be longer than it takes the chickens at the bottom to grow up, lava comes out of the left side, cooks the chickens, while simultaneously new eggs are fired out of the side and giving more chicks to grow up. You see, even in single player and especially multiplayer, the chickens do glitch through the walls, and some of them, when growing up, do get pushed into the walls and die. That's why you see a few raw chickens and feathers on the sides here. But all the cooked chickens are collected in the chest down the bottom there, and it seems to work pretty good in both single player and multiplayer. And if you can't tell, I'm actually post-commentating this because a little issue with the audio. But inside here, you can see eggs are collecting, and this acts as the timer. You see how much time is using the little hole in the back. We got the circuit back here, which detects how full it is and kicks off the cooking of the chickens. And lava comes out of that dispenser. There's a bucket of lava, and it gets signaled twice. Once you dump out the lava, second time to pick it back up. So I'm going to be actually showing you a full tutorial of how to build this. Haven't really done that in the past. I usually just show how things work, but this is neat enough and complex enough that it helps to see layer by layer how to build this. And we'll come back here and I'll show you how the chickens get cooked. Because it takes about 20 minutes for them to grow up, and so you only get one batch of cooked chicken every 20 minutes. So hopefully by the time done with the building, it'll be ready. Got a little circuit up here. It rapidly blinks to allow you to put more chickens in the top by filling this dispenser up here. And probably need to fill it about 2 or 3 times. You need about 40 chickens on the top to get enough eggs to have it trigger about every 25 minutes. You want it triggering longer than 20 minutes because that's how long it takes the chicks at the bottom to grow up, but not too much longer. 25 is safe. 30 may be a little on the long side, but let's go over here and show you how to build this. First, you need to put a chest with 2 hoppers behind it, and I'll show you how to do that quickly. You put a chest down, and then you hold shift when you place the hoppers, and that will have it hook onto the chest without opening the chest. And you do the same thing again onto the side of the hopper here to put the second one, so the second hopper points to the first hopper and the first hopper is pointing into the chest. And you do that right like that. I'll just clear these. Then you put some blocks around it. It doesn't matter the block types. You put 2 on the left, 2 on the right, 2 more behind that, 2 on the left offset there, 4 in the back. Then you skip a space and put 1. You then need some repeaters and some a comparator. That's a comparator there facing forward. And you actually have to right click it once to light the front torch. That's what's gonna cause it to blink for shooting out the eggs. Then you need 5 repeaters here, 1 there, 1 there, 3 there. They're all set on 4. Then you need some redstone L's, 3 little blocks or bits of redstone like that, and 1 redstone torch there. And that's it for the first layer. This is basically most of the circuit. There's a little more, and it'll be basically in the next 2 layers. but this is the basis of the circuit. Alright, for the next layer, you need to put 3 blocks of glass. You put some blocks on the side, and you put half blocks on top of the 2 hoppers that were there. And you have to hold shift, just like when putting the hoppers down originally, to put the 2 half slabs. Put 3 more blocks on that side, 4 in the back, and 2 more behind it. And then you put 1 bit of redstone down there, and 3 on the top of the L shape over there. And you can see we're making a little stair shape on the side here. And for the next layer, you put 3 pieces of glass and 2 blocks on either side, and then you put down the 2 dispensers here, one on that side, and that'll hold lava bucket, one on this side with 2 pieces of redstone. You can see we kind of finished the little redstone stairs up. Can at this point put the lava bucket in there, and you put a block behind it, which I forgot to mention on the previous step. There was 2 torches that needed to go there and there, right basically on either side of this dispenser, and you hold shift again to place this block on the back of the dispenser without going into the dispenser. On the back here, you put these 2 blocks kind of floating. You may need to put a block down first to attach it, and then you can put this comparator and 1 piece of redstone. This comparator does not have the front torch lit, so basically you don't need to click it. And then a piece, 1 redstone on the side, and we're basically done with the circuit here. The next part, at this point there should be a lava bucket in that dispenser, and that will be the lava that's dispensed and picked back up. At this point, the circuit is basically done, except for one important step that I'll explain here first before showing it off. We're going to need to put a torch here, and 1 piece of redstone up here, and then a torch to the right of it. But upon placing the first torch, we'll basically be triggering the circuit, and the lava bucket will come out and then hide after a few or disappear after a few seconds. Simultaneously, we'll start the ejecting of the eggs. We don't have any eggs obviously now, but you'll hear a loud clicking as that dispenser gets activated. This is basically we'll be testing the circuit. If that all works right, you can then put 1 piece of redstone up here and a redstone torch right here next to it, and that will turn the circuit back off. And if that works, then your circuit is complete and it's working right. If it's not, check back. You can see here, put it down, lava came out, disappeared, we got lots of clicking. So it looks like the circuit's working. We now just need to put a bit of redstone there, torch here, and you can see it all reset, stop clicking, so the circuit works properly. And basically that's everything, at least all the working parts of this system. Now it's just the finishing touches basically. We have, that's what we just put there. We now need to hook these hoppers for filling the dispenser, and basically you have to hold shift again while putting on top, and I'll quickly show that off here. Break these blocks, hold shift, put it down, then hold shift while pointing at the hopper, and those 2 hoppers are now pointing into the last one, which points into the dispenser, and so that will collect all the eggs. You just put glass in the front and blocks around the outside. You do another layer of glass in front and blocks around the outside for the next level, and for the final level you put a dispenser in the back, blocks around the outside, and then all 3 blocks at the top here are half slabs, so you just make sure you point at the top so they get placed at the top, and basically that gives a little extra headroom for the chickens, and lets the dispenser shoot out the eggs while keeping the eggs inside. And now for just a little extra circuit to make basically a quick dispenser. You put a comparator at the top with the torch lit at the front. You make a, you can put a button in the back, but that's take a while to eject all the eggs. So you put a comparator with a front torch lit, a little loop of redstone, a little redstone coming off the edge there. Put a switch, and when you flip it, you see that it rapidly pulses, causing the dispenser to shoot out the eggs. And let's demonstrate that right now. You probably need to fill this dispenser 2 or possibly 3 times completely full to get the right amount of chickens at the top, especially because flip it, you can see it's firing out, and you'll get one chicken approximately every 8 eggs. So to get the 40 or so that you need, probably need to fill the dispenser, like I said, about 2 or 3 times, especially because when the chicks grow up and get larger, they tend to push some of the other chickens into the wall and they suffocate. But having about 40, you use the F3 extra view to check how many are in there. So you get the chickens up there. This will take a while to get started. It takes 20 minutes for these chickens to grow, and maybe about 10 extra minutes before they start laying eggs. That will fill that dispenser. Then once they do fill that the dispenser for the first time, chicks at the bottom will have to grow up for another 20 minutes. So it does take a while to get going, but you can see here we only got almost 2 stacks here in that time, so I probably need some more chickens up there. But probably fast forward this and let you come back when we're about ready. See these eggs cooked, and see there's nothing in this chest yet, but we'll come see how many cooked chickens we get when the lava comes out of that left side and the new eggs get dispensed from the right. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in a few minutes when we see how this is all working. Alright, the chickens are starting to grow up here. You see they're getting pushed a little into the walls, and maybe a few will suffocate, but let's see how... Oh, yeah, there was one. Looks like another. Looks like they're leaking out somehow. Shouldn't be able to. It's completely enclosed, but I guess some of them get pushed through the glass, and glass is, for one reason or another, doesn't cause suffocation. But yeah, it looks like there's maybe 2 chickens there died. Oh, there's a feather in the back there. So you may have to be careful and track down some escaped chickens, but see, it's only less than half full, so I definitely need some more chickens at the top. But we can speed this up now that they're all hatched, and I can fill the rest of this up. Ooh. Oh, you see the lava came out. Kick the chickens. And meanwhile, we're shooting up more eggs. I forgot that the comparators actually don't wait till it's completely full. They trigger just before. So I guess 8.5 stacks was enough to cause a trigger. But you can see we got 9 cooked chickens and 7 feathers, which isn't bad. So every 10 minutes we get about 10 cooked chickens and some feathers. You see this is now completely empty, and it will start filling up again from the chickens at the top. And the process will repeat. So yeah, the dispenser back here actually acts as a latch, the dispenser comparator, and that's what triggers the whole thing off when it gets full, and it turns off again once the egg dispenser is empty. So that's the automatic chicken farm. I'll be back in just a minute and show you guys another neat little mechanism, but this will just be a quick overview on how it works. Catch you guys in a minute. Alrighty, this is my not sure what to call it, but it's a automatic 8 furnace machine. It takes ore and coal that you put in these 2 chests up here, and automatically distributes it to the 8 furnaces, so that everything cooks quicker, and you don't have to worry about you know, changing items, because you can throw different types of ore in there. And basically what normally would happen is if you had a double chest with just one item, or items being slowly added to it through dispensers, with 2 hoppers on the bottom, the same hopper would keep taking the items depending on the orientation of the chest and the hoppers, and so they would all go into one of the furnaces, not spread out all over all of them. So I actually have some redstone set up so that the hoppers are disabled most of the time until there's at least 2 items in each chest, and then they briefly enable, and that allows the items to be split evenly. So let me turn it on here, and I got a little hopper timer here. There's some redstone dust that gets shifted between the hoppers, and every time it does, it causes the signal to be briefly interrupted, which allows the hoppers to take items from the chests. And then so every time the top goes twice, this next level down here turns off once. There it went. And so there has to be 2 items in these chests before the hoppers can take it, so each hopper gets 1, and then it goes down to the next level, where the same thing happens again. The above level has to blink twice before this one will blink once. And basically, you know, because there's 2 items, each hopper gets 1, and so that, you know, evenly splits them coming out of each level of chest. You see, it comes out of here. Not very efficient. Lots of hoppers being used, but you know, spreads the items over all the furnaces, and it's basically how it works. There's hoppers at the bottom here, then pull out the completed items and put them in this chest here. So I'm gonna give a little demonstration. Let's turn this off, and it will run for a bit because it's set to turn off only at the end of the cycle, so that everything has had a chance to filter through. So we'll put in stack coal over here. On the other side, we'll stick some iron ore and some gold ore. And we'll turn this on. You can see 2 items are taken out at a time. And we'll come down here and it should all turn on simultaneously, but I guess I have a slight mismatch. The rest of these should turn on. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, this will cook the items. You can see we already have 1 piece of iron in there, but you know, quickly speeds up the whole process of trying to make ore or make bars out of your ore. And you can even set it up so that it automatically gets filled out of a minecart or something. Basically, the way it works is we have these. They'll toggle flip-flops. Basically, they're being fed with 1 tick, and so it either pushes or pulls. Even though it's a sticky piston, it doesn't do both. And basically causes each layer. There's another one over here to only trigger half the time of the previous layer. And we have little edge detectors, so we only get a quick blink. This is the edge detector, you can see it. Over on the other side, we got this demonstration here. It's a little different, but it basically is the same thing. We got a power block at the top that either gets pulled or pushed, and we're using the piston and the power block on the bottom to give us a 1 tick. So you see that it's now powered. Now it's not. So every time you push the button, it toggles. So that's this little automatic furnace here. You can see very quickly cooks all your ore for you in 2 bars. Use it for food as well. Checking the chest here, and you can see it fills up to 2 items before things get. There's 1, and we have a second here, and then it disappears. So yeah, you can see it is working. The items get split. You can see we're almost done here. 2 items get taken at a time. All on the floor already. Got coal. And yeah, that's just finishing cooking here. You can see the furnaces get filled up a little quicker than they can cook, but yeah, that's how it works. And thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing both this machine and the chicken cooker. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.